Welcome, my friend, to the Gothic Witch's Kitchen. This is a special 4th of July edition of the Gothic Witch. So what do you think of when you think of 4th of July? You think of firecrackers and grilling out and Grandma's flag cake. We're not doing Grandma's flag cake. I like you too much. We're not doing that. We're gonna do firecracker chicken. It's sweet and spicy, and I think it's going to be delicious. Yes, so let's get started. Now, I do hope that you forgive the awkward angles, but my camera that I'm always complaining about, yeah, I'm done. I'm having to film this on my phone, so bear with me. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the firecracker sauce. So we're going to take 1 cup of brown sugar. I prefer it to be light brown sugar as opposed to dark brown. But if you have dark brown, that works too. Now, to this, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of hot sauce. You can use Frank's or Texas Pete or whatever. I prefer Crystal. I just like the heat to flavor ratio. This is going to be kind of a pain in the butt trying to get this off. Maybe I can pour it. There, I got it. Yes, that makes it easy. Hot sauce and brown sugar. I like the sound of this already. To this, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Make sure it's apple cider vinegar. And then we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. You can add up to a 1/2 if you like, but I think a 1/4 teaspoon is going to be good. We don't want to overkill. And then we're going to do 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. Woo! Stout. That is stout. And now I'm going to stir this together. And I'm going to put this on the stove, on a burner, obviously on a burner. I'm going to put this on medium-high heat until it comes to a boil. Now, while we're waiting for that to come up to a boil, we're going to go ahead and get our skillet with some high heat and some oil. I'm just going to use this olive oil spray. I'm just going to put a good coating in there. And we're going to let that come up to a high heat. Now that our pot's gotten hot and the oil's gotten really hot, I'm just going to take these boneless, skinless thighs that I've already put salt and pepper on one side. I'm going to put them down. And what we're going to do is we're going to sear these about 2 minutes on each side. We're not cooking these through. Now that my sauce has come up to a boil, I'm going to turn that down and I'm going to let that simmer for about 15 minutes. Now we're going to take, and we're just going to flip these over and sear the other side. Doesn't that look delicious? Don't forget to give your sauce a stir. While your chicken is searing, go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees. I've already done that. My chicken is through searing. I'm going to take it off the heat and I'm going to put it on a foil-lined pan. Now you can use a pan with parchment paper or silicone, whichever you have. It's probably going to stick because I'm using foil, but that's what I wanted to use. I'm a rebel. And then we're going to stick this in the oven for about 5 minutes. Now, what we're going to do is, I know 5 minutes in the oven, right? Ooh, raw chicken. No. After about 5 minutes, we're going to take it out and we're going to baste it with our firecracker sauce. And then we're going to put it back in the oven and let the chicken cook to proper temperature while our sauce continues to reduce on the stove. I think this is going to be delicious. The kitchen already smells so delightful. I love the fact that it's going to be spicy and sweet. That's my favorite flavor combination. Yes, yes. Now, I'm fixing to take the chicken out and baste it with a little bit of firecracker sauce. I went ahead and got my rice started since it takes 15 minutes for rice to cook. This sauce looks really good. Now I'm going to pop this back into the oven until the chicken is done, probably about 15 more minutes. And I'm going to continue to let our sauce reduce. The timer went off and now it's time to check our chicken. Now, I checked the temperature a moment ago, and all of them are ready except for one, so this is the only one I really have to check. And it's done, so we're just going to let that rest for a couple of minutes. Look how delicious that is. So nice. Now, I'm going to serve mine over rice, and I'm just going to ladle a little bit more sauce over the chicken and the rice. Look at that. It smells delicious. Yes, yes, yes. I thought I would go ahead and say bye while husband's fixing his plate. Now, the sauce turned out absolutely delicious, but it is very spicy. So if you're a naughty witch, you'll love it. But if you're not so naughty, sometimes good, sometimes nice, you may want to cut down on the pepper flakes just a little bit. Now, I only used 1/4 of pepper flakes. I didn't use a 1/2 teaspoon, and I'm really glad. But you may just want to put a pinch in there if you're not huge on the hot side of things. It kind of tastes like a sweet and sour sauce from a Chinese restaurant, but with a serious firecracker pop. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Gothic Witch's Kitchen. I do hope that you have a very safe 4th of July, and please don't shoot off any firecrackers from your mouth. I know it seems a lot of fun, but you'll lose an eye. Okay, I'll see you next time. Give me a thumbs up just because we're all diabolical, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Waiting on chicken dance party, waiting on chicken dance party, waiting on chicken dance party. My dog just looked at me like I'm dumb.